The following broadcast is brought to you in association by Forever Grips. Go to forevergripsgaming.com for all of your affordable gaming accessories. Need new grips for your analog sticks? They've got it. Need to swag up your controller or console, including the Xbox Series X or PS5? They've got it. Need a sweet mouse pad to complete your setup? Go to forevergripsgaming.com now. Act now and use the Vendetta Sports Media promo code VSM15 at checkout to get 15% off of your purchase. That's right, 15% off by using our promo code VSM15. Forever Grips, the best accessories for the best prices are with Forever Grips. Hey, what's going on, all you Tannimals out there? This is Bryan Tann, host of the Tanndemonium Sports Show here on Vendetta Sports Media. We're on the break right now. The show is for the holidays. However, I kind of wanted to do a little op-ed kind of thing, and I was going to type this out, but doing this video is more my speed. So with that being said, maybe this will become a regular thing. Who knows? We'll see. Right about now, I kind of want to talk about the news that came about last week that basically states that, not basically, it states that the Negro Leagues have now been sort of updated and brought up to Major League status. Major League Baseball is going to be recognizing the Negro Leagues and all of their records, all of their stats to be brought in and integrated into Major League Baseball. This, in my opinion, and the opinion of others, is sort of the final sort of cutting off the chains of segregation and racism in this country that infested every little bit of this country, including what I still do believe is America's pastime, the game of baseball. Now, here's the thing. I grew up a huge baseball fan. Actually, I think I was more into baseball than I was football when I was a kid growing up. This makes me happy as a baseball fan and as a black man because it's finally important to sort of recognize that the Negro Leagues never should have had to have been a thing. Never should have had to be a thing. It's the fact that segregation continues to plague this country. The ghosts of segregation still plague this country. You look at it all the time with redlining. You look at it in neighborhoods where there are no, different individuals there. I mean, granted, yeah, I understand that when you're of the same ethnicity, you feel more comfortable around, your own kin, your own kind. I get that. But it should never be in a situation where it's segregated to the point, dude, it just shouldn't. I mean, it's so hard to try to find ways to sort of, PC it up or whatever. The bottom line is it shouldn't be done. We're all Americans, period. Every last one of us. If you live in the continental United States, guess what? As far as I'm concerned, you're an American. And don't start coming to me about, oh, well, what if they're there illegally? Because there's a lot of folks in this country that are descendants of illegal immigrants, period. And y'all get to have all the rights, privileges as Americans, so why don't everyone else? But the bottom line is that's a conversation for another time. The fact of the matter is, take Jackie Robinson out of the equation. Jackie Robinson, the first black man to he's the black man that broke the color barrier, for those that don't know. If you don't know, you need to get out from under your rock. But Monty Irvin, one of the greats of the Negro Leagues. Satchel Paige was brought into the major leagues as a 42-year-old rookie, and he played for another 18 years. Imagine, and this is sort of a take that I heard on another news broadcast by Mo Kelly, the great Mo Kelly. Imagine if Satchel Paige would have been in Major League Baseball in his 20s and played to his 60s. I mean, everyone wants to sit there and give all this credit for the longevity of Nolan Ryan, which he should be given a lot of credit for that because that's not easy, especially being a power pitcher. But come on, 40 years? Come on. Josh Gibson would be the home run king right now. No one would ever touch him. Now, granted, there are some, shall we say, there's going to be some issues because a lot of the Negro League games were barnstorming games, meaning that these professionals were playing against semi-pro teams, and they were mostly there to, generate funds because they were the names. They were the big names. However, that does not take away from the achievement that these Negro League players had, and they essentially helped further make the game what it is today. And the fact of the matter is, you really look at it, you look at guys like, Ted Williams, Ty Cobb, Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, Joe DiMaggio. You look at these guys, and yeah, they're great players, but they weren't playing against the best competition. And that's the bottom line. They weren't. So all the baseball purists that are now, oh no, clutching their pearls about this, yeah, you should be, because it further shows that your heroes, while great players that they were not as great as you make them out to be, because they were not playing against the best, period. They were only playing against the best white players, period. And that's not the way it should be. It should be the best players, period. Can you imagine in the NFL? Can you imagine if you didn't have a Walter Payton, a Tony Dorsett, an Emmitt Smith, a Jerry Rice, and Mel Blount, Joe Green in the NFL Hall of Fame? It wouldn't be a Hall of Fame. It wouldn't. If you didn't have a Jim Brown. Come on now. And that's one take that I have on that. It's about time. But I have another take as well. And I talked to the boss. I let him know that I was going to do this. And he said, fine, do it. So I got to go ahead. I take a very, very big exception to my colleagues here at Vendetta Sports Media. No one has covered this. I'm the only one that is saying something about this. I'm not even a writer. No one has written anything about this. No one has even mentioned this on Vendetta Sports Media networks other than me. And I'm on the website right now. I'm specifically in the Major League Baseball category. We have one article written on the 18th about Michael Wacha. Another one on the 17th, DJ Matthew. Another one on the 16th. Another about the Cleveland baseball team on the 13th. James McCann on the 12th. And it goes back. I'm going further back. There is nothing on Vendetta Sports Media about this story, which is the biggest baseball story to happen in quite some time. The biggest in quite some time. And I want to know why. I'm not a writer. I'm not. I am not a sports writer. Never have I pretended to be a sports writer. Never will I pretend to be a sports writer. I am not a journalistic writer. I am not. I am a talking head. Okay? That is what I am. That is what I do. My VSM, my Vendetta Sports Media contributions are in the podcasting realm and on the video realm. This is what I do. I don't write about this stuff. So I want to know, and I'm calling out every single one of y'all writers. I know for a fact that this was put out. Trey himself even put it out there for you guys, a little bit of insider tips on how we work here. Trey put out there and said, hey, someone talk about this. No one did. Why should Trey have to write everything? Why should Jackson have to write everything? Jackson, my co-host, Jackson Law, is doing this show, at least another other show, plus video series on getting our content out there. So all you other writers out there, shame on you for not covering this, not doing something. It shouldn't take a talking head to bring up one of the biggest sports stories of the year. It shouldn't be up to a talking head. You guys should have been on top of it first and foremost, and then I come on doing the talking head thing and referencing your article. I should not have to be the only voice talking about this. Shouldn't have to be. And if anyone's, oh, well, why didn't you write anything about it? Because I'm not a damn writer. Period. Do better, guys. Do better. Because I tell you something right now. For this company to succeed, for this venture to succeed, we have to cover everything. everything. That's just my 2 cents. You can watch or listen to the Tanndemonium Sports Show on Spotify or on the Vendetta Sports Media page. Make sure you go to patreon.com/Vendetta Sports Media. Please, please, please support your favorite rebel renegade sports media group as we come into 2021, because big things are coming and we need your help to keep going further. I'm Bryan Tann. You have a good holiday.